Welcome to Spiritual Foundations for Life. This is day number 5. In the beginning of God's story, we read that He created the heavens and the earth, day and night, water and sky, plants and trees, and all forms of animal life. And then according to Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, God created mankind in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. So God set humans apart from the animal kingdom and gave them the ability to think, to feel, and to choose. As a result, humans have the unique ability to actually participate with God in the shaping of their lives. As a result, David the psalmist asked the question in Psalm chapter 8, verse 9, "What is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them." A little bit further in the creation story, we learn more about the creation of humans. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, God formed the man from the dust of the ground and breathed in his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. This combination of the dust of the ground, which is the natural, and the breath of life, which is the spiritual, is what constitutes the nature of humanity. Let me try to describe to us a word picture of the nature of created mankind. If you think of a circle, and in the core of the circle, in the core of our lives, referred to as our heart, is our spirit. And then around the spirit is our soul, consisting of mind, will, and emotions. And then all of this is contained in this physical body. Now, some people known as trichotomists believe that humans are composed of body, soul, and spirit, 3-part, and that the mind, will, and emotions constitute the soul. Others, known as dichotomists, believe that the human soul and spirit are essentially the same, or at least cannot be easily separated as to their function. And most, though, would agree that part of our human existence is material and part is immaterial, so that each of us possesses an inner person and an outer person. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16 says that even though our outward man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day. So we have an outward person and an inward person. God created Adam and all of humanity to be both physically and spiritually alive. He was physically alive in that his soul and spirit were united with his body. And he would remain physically alive as long as his soul and spirit remained in union with his body. But he was also spiritually alive in that his soul and spirit were in union with God. See, when Christians die physically, they're absent from their bodies, but they're immediately present, spiritually present with the Lord. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 6. We are always confident knowing that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. So we have a physical body that enables us to relate to the natural world through our 5 senses. We can taste, we can smell, feel, hear, and see. Our mind, will, and emotions work together in our soul, which together with our spirit form our heart, the core of our inner being. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 19 says, as in water face reflects face, so a man's heart reveals the man. The spirit and soul reveal the man. We are not the source of our life, and so our hearts are always open to external influences. What we take into our hearts, our soul and our spirit, becomes our master, stamping our hearts with its character. In the original creation, God was at the center of Adam and Eve's lives, and so they naturally took on his character. According to Psalm chapter 8, verses 5 and 6, they were created to be a little lower than the heavenly beings, and crowned with glory and honor and given dominion over the animal kingdom. They were dependent creatures who acknowledged God as the creator and sustainer of their lives. Our key point today is that we were created to be both physically and spiritually alive. Our key verse, Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female. He created them. God bless you. See you again for our next episode of Spiritual Foundations for Life.